Hey guys, Super Ninja back. Today we're going to be looking at my top 7 favorite Marvel projects of all time, in my opinion. If y'all are wondering why I do 7, it's just I don't like to do 10. And in my opinion, it's always hard to do a top 5. In 7th place, we're going to have Loki. I know I said Moon Knight is my favorite Marvel show. I do like Loki more as a show. I like Moon Knight more personally as a character. Loki is one of those shows where it really warms up every time you rewatch it. It gets better and better every time, and the multiverse saga has really been in a disarray ever since after Infinity War, and this was one of those shows that helped bring it together. And also Deadpool and Wolverine. In 6th place, we're going to be having Deadpool and Wolverine. This is, in my opinion, the best comedy of all the Marvel. Ant-Man's definitely a close second, but in my opinion, Deadpool and Wolverine takes the cake. And it's really depressing when it comes to Wolverine's backstory, but it is so nice to see Wolverine redeem himself and finally be with his daughter again. We get to see him in the yellow and blue costume, and this is such a good movie. And this was the other movie that I was saying that helped interconnect the multiverse saga. And in my opinion, it's this one, Loki, and then the Marvels, but the Marvels is mid. Next up in 5th place, we're going to have Captain America Winter Soldier. This is a lot of people's number 1. It's still in the top 5. It is 5th place for me. And in my opinion, it has that, not Moon Knight feeling exactly, but it has one of those things where every time it gets really tense, to break up the tension kind of, it has a little joke in there. And it's just such a good movie. They did so good. It's so nice to see Bucky and Steve reunite after we thought Bucky died in the first Avenger. First Avenger is still one of my top 10 movies in my opinion. I think it's severely underrated, along with Iron Man 3. It is just so cool to just see all the characters. I'm not the biggest fan of the stealth suit though, which is obviously lowers it down. In 4th place, we're going to have another Captain America movie. It is Civil War. I think Civil War is just better, especially because technically it's a Avengers movie. I get they tried to make Captain America the main character, but the fact that up to this day, it's still in the air. Were you Team Iron Man or Team Cap? I was always Team Cap. I do think he definitely should have told Tony that, oh yeah, by the way, Bucky killed your parents, FYI. But another thing that always interested me was, which team would Thor and Hulk choose if they were there? In my opinion, Hulk would want to be with Captain America, but Bruce would probably go with Tony, except for Thaddeus Ross. Since Thaddeus Ross, he might also be with Captain America. But another thing is Thor. I think Thor instantly goes on Captain America's side. But it's just an interesting thing to think about. But they did such a good job with this movie. The Russo brothers just cook every time they make a Marvel movie, in my opinion. They just do such a good job. Next up in 3rd place, we're going to have Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, in my opinion, is the best of the trilogy. It is so good. It's one of those great movies from Phase 5. Phase 5 is so hit or miss. You had the Marvels and Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania, but you also had Deadpool and Wolverine and Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. They just did such a good job with this movie. I especially liked the No Sleep Till Brooklyn scene. It was so cool. And I'm kind of happy that Gamora and Star-Lord just didn't fall in love again. I like how she went off to do her own thing. And I'm excited to see Star-Lord. He's definitely probably going to be in Doomsday or Secret Wars. But it's kind of sad that this is the last time we get to see the Guardians. And I'm happy Rocket finally got the spotlight he deserved. In 2nd place, we have the best MCU project of all time. It's Avengers Infinity War. Thor was perfect in this movie. In my opinion, I know the Russo brothers kind of want to get out of Marvel, but the Russo brothers should have given Thor the Captain America treatment, because the best version of Thor we've had so far was when the Russo brothers handled him, besides Fat Thor, obviously. But was Taika Waititi, Thor Ragnarok's overrated. Taika Waititi did more harm than good to the character. I do still like Thor Ragnarok, but I do think it's overrated. And obviously Thor: Love and Thunder is a joke of a movie. I will say this though about Thor: Love and Thunder. I am interested to see where the dynamic of Thor and his daughter goes. I'm very interested to see where that goes. And the amount of stuff I've already said this multiple times, the amount of stuff they were able to get done with Infinity War, Endgame did more, obviously, got more characters in, but being able to share the spotlight between all those characters in 2.5 hours, I do not understand how they're going to get that to work for Doomsday. In my opinion, Doomsday is either going to be a mess of the film or perfect. And in my opinion, the Russo brothers are the only people who can do that. The Avengers have been a movie that just keeps on doing the impossible. First, they're like, how are they going to fit 10 characters in one movie? Then it's like, how are they going to fit 13? Now they're fitting like 50. Yeah, they just did such a good job with this movie. I love it. But Infinity War still can't be my first place. Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. I know a lot of people like Across the Spider-Verse better. I am a Into the Spider-Verse lover. I love the dynamic between Miles and Peter B. Parker. I think they did an amazing job with that. I just think they did so well fitting all the different variety of Spider-Man. You got Penny Parker, you got Spider-Man Noir, you got Peter Porker, also known as Spider-Ham. And they just do so well with these movies. And it's so interesting to see Sony Animations do so well Spider-Verse, do so horrible live-action movies, doing every Spider-Man horrible spin-off they can. They can cope with the Spider-Man video games and PlayStation in general. Obviously, all consoles are kind of going downhill at the moment. But then also, they also produce the Emoji Movie. Like, it's so hit or miss with Sony Animations. I do want to see the GOAT movie, but I just haven't had a chance to go watch it yet. But Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse was so good. I like it more than Across the Spider-Verse. I do like Spider-Punk a lot, though. In my opinion, he was probably going to be the deal breaker if it was Across or Into the Spider-Verse. But I have Across the Spider-Verse still in my top 10, though. Anyway, hope you like my ranking, and I hope to see you on the next one.